if I were to coach you as a 6-year medical student with years of experience in the gym, this is what I would tell you to get your breakfast optimized to make gains and just optimized health state in general. So first of all, you have to change your beliefs about breakfast and what breakfast actually is. I recently started coaching a friend of mine, and I told him to eat more eggs, to include more eggs in his diet, because eggs are like optimal for protein as well as it has a lot of cholesterol, so it's very optimal to make testosterone as well. So I told him to eat a lot of eggs, but then he said like, all right, I'll try. I'll just maybe do 2 eggs, and then next week I'll do 3 eggs. And I was like, why? And I had a bit of a discussion with him, not really a discussion, but yeah, I asked him why, and he said, yeah, it's just I'm used to this breakfast, and it feels so weird to just all of a sudden eat 5 eggs a day. My breakfast, like that's so many eggs, right? I want to start with 2 eggs and then slowly build up, and then we'll see, etc., etc. There is literally nothing wrong with having 5 eggs in the morning. It's all about a belief system. Like, what is the actual alternative for most people? What is the average breakfast of most people? Like a cup of cereal, some bread with some sugary paste on it, some pancakes even. Like, this view we have of breakfast is that it is fuel for our bodies in the morning to get through our day. That is one of the most important meals for our day, to get through the day, to give our body fuel. But that's all just like this wrong belief system. And 90% of people who eat breakfast, their breakfast is just pure sugar. It gives you some kind of fuel for like the first hour of the day. Then you have like this huge sugar dip, because sugar goes into your body, has a very big peak in your bloodstream. Your body wants to get that sugar out of your bloodstream, creates insulin, gets that peak away. Your blood sugar then drops, takes a huge dip, and then you feel like tired, dizziness after 2 hours, and you will need to eat again. So that's just all fucked up, and it's literally also designed to keep you eating more, etc. So again, there's literally nothing worse with having like 5 eggs in the morning, high protein breakfast in the morning, optimized, to make muscle mass if you go to the gym, or even if you just want to be fit. Like carbs versus sugar first thing in the morning is like one of the worst things you can do for your body. You just create like 2 hours later, you're already hungry again. You just created sugar cravings for the rest of your day. So you really don't want that. But if you paid attention, you might say like, yeah, but what about the energy? Like, sugar gives us energy, right? For some hours at least, or maybe for the rest of the day. Where do we get our energy if we have like high protein breakfast? Won't we feel like the dizziness and the low concentration first thing in the morning? And to that I would say, perhaps, yes. If you're very used to carbs and sugar, then your body wants that sugar to use as an energy source. But if you switch your diet around, if you go to a high protein, low carb diet, not even like a keto diet. Keto is like almost zero carbs, but just as myself, I do high protein, low carb diets. Then your body gets used to low carbs, and your body turns the fat in from your body, from your belly and other places, turns those fats into energy. So you're literally burning fat then by having a high protein diet. That's also the thing about the keto diet. They prescribe it, or at least people do it. People who are really fat or some overweight or want to lose weight quick and efficiently get onto a keto diet, because then they don't eat any carbs, any sugar. So their body has to find an energy source somewhere else, and that energy source most of the time will be the fat in their body from a keto diet. So, small conclusion: change your belief system about what breakfast should look like. If you're focused on fitness, if you're focused on health in general, even productivity, like there is no benefit of having a high sugary, high carb breakfast. The only benefits are like no breakfast, which I'm doing now. It's just like black coffee for some quick energy boost and water to have an optimized mental state and mental clearance to work, or a high protein breakfast if you're focused on making gains, if you want to get your protein in as fast as possible. So those are the two options which are best. So for example, if I do eat breakfast, what do I eat? My breakfast usually looks like some 3 to 4 eggs, like 100 to 150 grams of ground beef, as well as some fruits like some blueberries, which are pretty low in sugar but have lots of vitamins, etc. And also a glass of semi-raw milk, like lightly pasteurized raw milk, and water and black coffee as well. So that's what my breakfast looks like, to be honest, almost every single day. Like, this is the next key tip for you. Have a high protein breakfast, but do as you like. Like, that's one of the most things everyone says, oh, you must do this, you must do that, you must do that. Like, okay, have a high protein breakfast, but within high protein, find the things you like, because that will keep you the most consistent. I've seen dozens of guys trying to do these crazy diets, these crazy bulks, and they make progress. They actually do. But after 2 months, they just burned out. It's like it wasn't even enjoyable in the first place what they had to eat. So although they might have made a little more progress in the beginning than usually would, they just quit. Well, whereas the consistent guy would make a little bit slower progress, but at the end, he would be way better. So that's a little side thing. So for example, I eat ground beef almost every single day of the week. Like, it's not really tasty, but I have two balls, so I don't care about taste as much. At least not for my breakfast or lunch. Like, evening dinner, alright, yeah, taste nice, something. But lunch and breakfast, yeah, just I eat ground beef because it's very good. It's like the cheapest form, I think, of red meat. I get it from like a local place, so the quality is also very decent, very good. And yeah, it just gives me all of the nutrients, all the energy. Like, can you imagine like I think like ground beef, eggs, milk. It's like I already have all of my nutrients, all of my necessary nutrients within breakfast or within breakfast and lunch. So yeah, that's my goal. Not my goal, but that's the goal of food, to be honest, like to get your nutrients in. So, and again, I already said, do what you like high protein ground beef, eggs, tuna, some tuna salad with eggs and tomatoes and something else very good, avocado spread out on some piece of bread. Like, okay, if you want to have 1 or 2 pieces of bread with some avocado spread out and a fried egg on top, it's like very, very tasty, but it's some light carbs, but fucking do it. It's super tasty, it's high protein, some bread, who cares? But try to have the high protein in your breakfast. X tier, and the eggs are S tier for your health, for high protein, for example. So I said do what you like, but eggs, yeah, you can boil eggs, you can fry eggs, you can scramble eggs. I'm sure there's one form of eggs which you would like, because again, I already said it, they are S tier for your health, especially for your fitness related health. And this is because eggs again have pretty high protein amounts and also high in cholesterol, which gets turned into testosterone. So it's like you get 2 for 1, and it's very easy to just fry 5 eggs and eat them, like, and you're already half full, and you got you got very much protein in already. Like, by the way, if you want my personal help, like my personal protocol to get you to this optimized killer physique using my med school knowledge, as well as years of experience in the gym, first link in the description, you might want to go check it out, like free bonuses on sleep and testosterone as well. Just go check it out. Next, what is included in my breakfast? We are missing still one thing, and that is supplements. First of all, one of the most important supplements is I take vitamin D. I take 3,000 international units a day, like just one pill, 3,000 international units. And in this supplement pill is already also K2, vitamin K2 for me. Like some brands just have vitamin D and vitamin K2 together because it has been like maybe shown that maybe K2, vitamin K2, increases the absorption of vitamin D. First of all, 3,000 international units is the maximum dose. So anything above that is considered toxic in the long run. Like, and that I will make a video about vitamin D because there are a lot of health influencers just fucking around, just preaching. I take 10,000. Oh, I take 20,000 international units a day. Like they just want to show their balls by saying, "Oh, I don't care about the rules. I just take 20,000 a day and I don't feel anything." Yeah, but if you smoke a pack of cigarettes every day, you won't feel anything for 10 years, and then you feel everything, right? So there's a reason why they did the cutoff at 3,000 IU. Perhaps 5,000, perhaps like in future research, 5,000 IU would still be considered very good. But for now, the cutoff is at 3,000, and that is because vitamin D is a fat soluble molecule, so it builds up in your body. Like other vitamins, such as vitamin C or some other vitamins, are water soluble, so you just piss them out if you have too much. If your body can't use it, they just piss it out. But that's not the case with vitamin D and other fat soluble molecules. Like, for example, vitamins B1 to B6 are all fat soluble, if I'm not mistaken. And if you take too much of those, like nerves in your body, and your feet and your hand will start tintling, doing weird things like 24/7, right? So it is a thing that you can overdose in vitamins. So look out for that. Look out for other creators just preaching around with the random numbers of vitamins. Second of all, I take fish oil because, yeah, very good. Like some of those fats are essential, especially for your brain health. And I live in a place, Belgium, where we don't necessarily eat a lot of fish compared to like the Mediterranean, where they eat a lot of fish, and you have the Mediterranean diet, like famous for being very, very healthy, very high in like these fish oils. So I take an extra fish oil supplement. Also, I take my 5 grams of creatine, which is it's free gains. Like it's literally free gains for the gym. I have guys saying things like, "Oh yeah, but I don't really know about creatine. It's another supplement and blah blah blah." It's like literally the most researched supplement about fitness ever, and then you work fucking hard in the gym to get like those extra gains, and then you're leaving free gains on the table. Like why? Anyway, also I'm going to start taking whey protein because I want to increase my daily protein intake, and like whey protein shake is a very easy way to just have some proteins and have some other nutrients, and you can mix it with some fruits, etc. Next up is magnesium for like some extra energy and to combat muscle soreness. But right now I take it in the morning, but I've recently seen some things that it would be better to take it at night because it could help with your sleep as well. So I'm probably going to shift that to my night routine. Also, I take zinc. I take like a little multi-combination vitamin of zinc and vitamin C. Like zinc is also a very good mineral for your body to use, especially if you have like a low red meat diet. You won't get a lot of zinc in. And vitamin C is important for your immune system. Vitamin C is water soluble, so you just can piss it out. Don't worry about an overdose. With zinc, there are also online a lot of things that they say, yeah, you should take these higher doses. If you do, you should also supplement for copper because they are competitive to get absorbed. And then if you have a lot of zinc, your copper won't be absorbed as much, which will lead to like zinc-induced copper deficiency, which will have an impact on your red blood cells and will make you more tired, etc. So just don't do anything crazy with your zinc, or if you do, get some copper in as well. again, if you want my full protocol with more in depth about every supplement, about your diet, and about how to create a killer looking physique, but like it only takes like 1 to 2 years. That's also a big thing. Everyone thinks, oh, this takes 6 years, etc. If you go, I literally had friends who benched 100 kgs within their first year. If you know what to do, if you go like all in, if you just do, and it doesn't take that much time, but if you just do what you need to do, you can make crazy progress within a year. And 90% of the benefits of creating such a body come within their first 1 to 2 years. So anyway, if you're interested, first link. Have a good day and go to the gym.